Sarah climbed down from Taeyong's car after it came to a right stop in front of your mother's house door. Sarah ran up to the door and rang the doorbell before looking back at her mother, coming towards her backpack. You unlocked the door and greeted Sarah with an immediate hug around your stomach as you caressed her hair. Then she ran into the house. Then your eyes fell on Taeyong, to whom you were about to take Sarah's bag from him. Bye. He said bye to you, but you just hummed and shut the door in front of him before opening Sarah's backpack to take out her lunchbox. But instead, you found a bouquet of flowers with a letter in it. Another day is going. People around me are moving fast, while I'm still lost in your thoughts, thinking about you. I found myself missing you everywhere, even in the tiniest moments, between the seconds. I can't sleep, your thoughts keep me awake. I wish I was kissing you instead of missing you. You smiled faintly after reading his 17th letters and carried it to your room and placed them in your box with other letters. In this passing time, Taeyong's behavior and attitude changed a lot after he ended his responsibility from Elsa and started focusing mostly on you and Sarah. He started to pick her up from the school to spend some father-daughter time together and drop an apology letter to you and came to pick you up from your office. Even though you didn't respond to any of his letters and tried to remain to hold cold face in front of him, still he didn't give up and continued to ask for your forgiveness to make you forgive him. Before I had no idea of how much my love is for you, but after being apart from you and staying alone, I realized how much I needed you here with me. Without you, no morning felt good nor night. The truth is, I love you a lot. You make me happy. Your presence near me makes me smile. You were coming back from your office and were about to drive back to your mother's house. Just then your phone started to ring as you looked through the caller ID to see it's Taeyong. You are a little confused because today seems very tired and pale. You would be lying if you said you weren't curious and worried about him. Hello, I'm talking to Ian. The unknown person from the other side immediately spoke, which made you snap shut for a second, but then you answered. Yes, may I know who I am talking to and where is Taeyong? You asked and heard a sigh and muffled voices from the other side. Thank God, Ian, it's me Mark. Can you come to pick up Taeyong at the parking lot? I don't think... Oh wait, can you please come? You heard Mark from the other side. His words kept cutting off like he was dealing with something. Yes, I'm coming. With that, you cut the call and settled down your car before driving to the location which he mentioned. Where are they? You muttered to yourself while sitting on the seat looking around to spot Taeyong. You were about to dial his number to ask where they are, but then spot Mark handling Taeyong, who was tripping on his steps. You said after coming out from the car and walking towards both of them. Is he drunk? You questioned after coming closer to them and found he smiling widely while counting stars on his fingers. Yes, actually, we held a small party for success. I told him not to because he seems unwell, but he didn't listen. He explained the reason for his being and was about to hand him to you, but then Taeyong suddenly said, Look, it's a big fly. He shouted and called an aeroplane which was flying in the sky, a fly being in a drunk state. You see that fly? Yes, that's a fly. You agreed with him and managed to get him. Mark put his arm around your shoulder for support to not let him, as you thank him for taking care of Taeyong. It's a light and helicopter. As you were taking him towards your car, he kept calling random things with weird names. After many tries, you managed to get inside the car near the driver's seat and went to the driver's seat to drive. Where's my steering wheel? He asked you with a frown while you squint your eyes in confusion. What? Have you seen my steering wheel? How will I drive without it? As soon as he said that, you pressed your lips together, trying your best not to laugh at his drunk state, but failed to hold emotions and burst into laughter. You stopped the car in front of his house and looked beside to find Taeyong in his imaginary world, driving with his imaginary steering wheel as a chuckle left from your mouth. You then carry him inside the house. You still have the spare key of the house as you unlock the door with it. You drag his drunk, yet half asleep figure to the bedroom and drop him on the bed as you settle him on the bed to look to find piles of medicines. And you saw Sarah's picture on the nearby table stuck on the new scrapbook. Being curious, you realized that he was sick. Then you placed your palm on his forehead to check his temperature, but his temperature was fine. After freshening up from bed, Taeyong went downstairs to prepare his breakfast, but found a well-prepared breakfast ready, which was covered with a case. He saw a note stuck on it which said, "Don't eat unhealthy food." He scratched the back of his neck before playfully snapping his head. After realizing it was you who dropped him home and made this because he recognized your writing note immediately. But then he smiled a little, being happy that after so many weeks he will be able to taste your food. Even if it's for today only, he felt happy. At your mother's house, all of you were having dinner, including Taeyong, since your mother invited him. But at the dining time, your mother and Sarah kept giggling, which makes Taeyong confused because he didn't know the reason. Both of you and Sarah left the table immediately after finishing your dinner, not waiting for Taeyong, which made him sad, thinking that you still didn't forgive him, but still he decided to be patient and wait. Then he looked at your mom, who warmly smiled at him and patted his head before leaving the table. At this point, he really confused about what's going on, why you, your mother and Sarah are acting differently towards him, or it is him who's thinking like that. He wasn't able to figure out it, but decided to go with the flow. After having dinner and a few talks with your mother about your health and about you, please leave, but you didn't come to say bye to him. Sadly, he makes his way towards his car while lowering his head in disappointment that he still wouldn't become a good partner for you. He unlocked the car door to settle in down, but as soon as he went in and was about to drive, Sarah jumped from the back seat, which flattered him.
Appa!
She called him while Taeyong looked at her with a surprised look. Sarah, what are you doing here?
Appa, let's go home.
No, your Amma will be mad, he said and sighed heavily, but then Sarah spoke.
How will she feel when she's coming with us?
Surprised and wide eyes, Taeyong focuses on Sarah after hearing her words. Then you also peek your head out from the back seat. Wayan? He tried to say something. Because of surprise, he wasn't able to form a word. Aren't you not going to take us home with you? You gave him your sweet look after so many weeks, which makes his heart flutter again like it did before. Tears of happiness flood in his eyes as he quickly embarrasses you in his arms, not caring about the car space or anything. Right now, his main focus is on you, on his family. You forgive me? He sniffed while you smiled and wrapped your arms around him before placing a kiss on his cheek. You got your answer. You tilted your head. This time, your smile plastered on his lips. Then he pulled your face to kiss you passionately. Pouring all his emotions, which he felt in all those days while being apart from you. Both of you kissed when you and Taeyong heard Sarah's voice.
Appa and Amma are dirty.